So there's a 6 here and a 5. And then over this side here, there is like an abandoned Range Rover or Land Rover, which is, where are we? It is there. So we're just walking through the Lulworth firing range now. There's loads of military vehicles or abandoned military vehicles within the firing range, and like huts and things, like maybe where people are hiding and sort of working their way out from. It's quite interesting. It's very nice though. Countryside's lovely. And then you can't go into any of this bit. This is all fenced off this side. Tyneham is Dorset's lost village. On the 17th of December 1943, the last resident living in Tyneham left on the understanding that they could return after the war. The MOD had stepped in this area and wanted the space to try and push the war effort forward. The residents here had lived in this area for a long time, but there was no running water or electricity in these houses. They had a schoolhouse, they had a church, and they had lots of cottages and things all around, which you can go and explore now. There's a note on the church door which says, "Please look after our village, we'll be back very soon," but unfortunately they never returned. Following the war, the MOD decided that the area was too valuable and they never handed it back to the residents. They actually stopped them visiting the space for a period of time until later, I think it was in 1988 or 1990, the area was opened up again to the public and people could go back and have a look at how it was. They've actually invested a little bit of money now in the church, and it's a really good place. We didn't take any pictures inside there because there's a lot of information, so fully suggest that you go and have a look. Later that evening, we moved the boat to the other end of Warbarrow Bay due to the wind direction, and we spent a lovely evening just looking at the rocks and looking out to sea, until slightly later at night when this happened. It's a little bit windy. We've just woken up, to be honest. The anchor alarm's just gone off, so we're just making sure that we're all okay. But I think it's just because we just had some really huge gusts. Keep even the chain go tight. We've started to turn a slightly different way now, which is out this way. Not that you can see any of this, you probably can see me. But that's it now. I'm kind of awake for a little bit. So I'm just going to keep an eye on things just to see how we're doing, and then we'll take it from there. It's crazy. Not forecast this. It's supposed to be 10 knots. This is the problem, the wind seems to be coming at night. Weird. Keeping an eye on the anchor alarm and stuff. I'm not sure you'll be able to see me, but we've just pulled the anchor up a little bit, taken the snubber off and dropped another 15 metres of chain. I don't know whether we were dragging or not. We got to about 34 metres on the anchor alarm, but it's so windy. It's actually flipped the dinghy, so the dinghy's upside down at the moment, but we're not touching that until the morning. It seems to be passing now, so we'll show you that in the morning. And yeah, we manually hoisted the anchor. I thought that was the easiest thing to do. So we hoisted the anchor off using the winch, just in between the gusts, just pulled ourselves closer to the snubber, flicked the snubber off, lowered another 15 metres of chain, because there's nobody behind us luckily, and then we've re-put the snubber on, and we've just made sure that we're not too close to anything. We're just keeping a bit of an eye out now. Obviously there is cliffs here to our side, which you probably can't see. Whether I can shine that over there. There's the cliff. So we're quite away from it. We're still quite away from it. So that's okay. There's the dinghy. The dinghy's upside down. We'll deal with that tomorrow. So yeah, we're just making sure that everything's alright. And I think it's passing, to be honest. I think it's going. Amazing. So windy. Problem is they come in gusts like that. I mean, that's not as bad as what it has been, but they come in those gusts and there's just nothing before it, and it's just like someone's turned on a massive fan and then just turned it straight on after, and the boat's just before was just being pulled. You could hear everything going really tight, and then it relaxed and everything go back forward, and then we get another one. So yeah, it's been fun. Well, what a difference. The poor dinghy. I'll have to go and see if that's all okay. I just hope the seat's still in there. It eventually calmed down about 1 o'clock this morning, so I'm just going to check everything's alright, but it eventually calmed down about 1 o'clock. And we managed to get some sleep in. It's a little bit breezy, but it's nothing like it was. Bent something. No, we're all good. Today's going to be fueled by strong coffee. That's a definite. Hello! It's calm. It's calm. It's a completely different day. Oh, luckily it's still got its seat. A few little critters on it. Looks alright. I always think this little bit of the coastline here looks a bit like faces in the rock. Just making our way back now to where were they telling back to? We don't know where we're going, do we really? We're making our way back that way. So we're just heading back round past Chapman's Poole and Swanage that way. We're only doing 3 knots. We've got a little bit of current against us. We've just got the front sail out. It's quite nice just to be going, just nice and steady, to be honest, after last night. So we're just enjoying the peace and quiet for a couple of minutes. It's quite nice out here today. Got a little pod of dolphins. There's one there he is. Oh! We spent a couple of days exploring Poole and then we headed back out.
You're not supposed to go through until it's green, remember? low flying pigeons doing the rounds.
A whole crate on top of it.
Yeah, well, that's what you saw. It takes all the supplies to like Guernsey and Jersey. I don't think it goes. Yeah, I think it does go Jersey, but it definitely goes to Alderney. You saw it turning round in Alderney, and then it was heading to Guernsey next. That's what it does. It just goes back and forward to there. There you go, Alderney shipping.
I'm proud of it.
I'm proud of it.